Hi everyone, John here from All Miniatures Great and Small, and today we're going to be continuing our look at Star Wars Legion, this time the 74Z Speeder Bikes unit expansion. So, this box retails for about $25 US, and you might be able to find it a little bit cheaper online, but it's not bad, and it contains 2 speeder bikes. So these are similar to the ones we get in the box set. The contents, we get 2 plastic miniatures, a unit card, 3 upgrade cards, tokens, and a rule sheet. Alright, let's open it up. Here we have stands and whatnot, and then we have the tray. Which is very cool. Looks like they're riding piggyback. Pieces and parts for the speeder bikes and the speeder bikes themselves. Now what's interesting, unlike the Stormtrooper pack, which came with, I believe, different sculpts for the speeder bikes, these are 2 identical models. So you don't get, I think there's a guy that's like shooting his blaster pistol off to the side. You don't get that guy with this expansion set. That is interesting. So $25, you get 2 speeder bikes, which is cool. You get the assembly. Not too many parts there. See, both these guys have both hands on the accelerator bars. The backside is just credits. Whereas here I have my actual rule book up, and you can see in the starter box you get this guy. This guy's probably the same sculpt that we're getting in the expansion box, but the starter box comes with this guy shooting his sidearm, which is cool. For the speeder bikes, I've assembled one of the bikes so you can take a look at it. Really like this model. And keep in mind the expansion comes with 2 guys with this same exact pose. It does not have the pointing, the guy shooting off the saddle like the box set has. Assembly was really good, although there's no this little doodad here. The instructions weren't very clear on how that goes in. I just tried it until I found a spot where I glued it in. I'm still hoping that's the right spot, but pretty sure it is. And then these pedals here, I mentioned it before in my other review of the box set. It's hard to tell. In the instructions there's a peg. It shows a peg and that thing slots in, but on the actual piece there's no peg. It just kind of glues up in there. So I actually put the pilot on the rider first, and then I glued this piece on to make sure I lined it up with his feet correctly. But otherwise, pretty went together pretty well. Really like this model. Looks good. Alright, so there you go, guys. That's a look at the assembled airspeeder. Then we have the cards. I'm not going to bother looking at that. The card itself, the unit card, well, let's take a look. 90 points for 2 of them. And the cards, not many cards, we just get 3 cards. Long range comlink, comms jammer, and I guess you can't have enough comms jammer. So 2 comms jammer. Again, I'm not sure if these come in the basic set or not. Let me take a quick look. Alright, I checked my basic set, and it does come with the long-range comlink, but I could not find these two cards, the two copies of the same comms jammer card in the starter set. So this would be the reason for picking up, well, one of the reasons you might want to pick up this speeder bike expansion. Now, why are there two of them when you only have one unit card? Obviously they put this in here so you can give this to another unit as well, so you don't have to, you know, if you really want this card, you don't have to buy multiples of this box set to get multiples of this. It gives you two. They've done that in X-Wing and other games before as well. Like I said in my Stormtrooper review, this model of expansions has both pros and cons. The pros are, you know, we get this box gives us something different than what was in the starter box. That's cool. It's a shame it's not new sculpts. You know, it's the same sculpts, awesome sculpts, but it's the same sculpts we get. So really the only new content is adding this card called Comms Jammer. The downside is, in the future, we're going to have to buy expansions we might not want or might not fit thematically with what we're trying to build, because it contains a card that we want, or it's, you know, the latest hotness and it's needed for synergy or stacking or whatever. And that concerns me, because it's one of the reasons that eventually kind of drove me away from playing with X-Wing as much as I used to, is just the amount of cards and combos got so unwieldy. It just did not become as much fun. I like miniatures games. I don't like card games that much. So that's what I'm hoping for. So very cool though. 24 bucks for what we're getting. You know, that's not bad. These are nice models. They're big and hefty models. It's the same price you're getting for a unit of 7 like Stormtroopers or 7 Rebel troops. So the price is similar to a normal squad. And I haven't played the game yet, so I don't know list building wise. Could you make a list out of just speeder bikes? Or do you need troops to capture objectives? I think you do. But with this box now I have 4 of these guys, so hopefully I have a speedy Imperial army, just to keep them away from Luke, right? Alright, so there you go guys, that is a look at the 74Z Speeder Bikes unit expansion for Star Wars Legion. As always, if you like this, please go ahead and give us a like and subscribe. Let us know what you think about this down in the comments below. Good unit, bad unit? What do you think about this release model that they're kind of following with X-Wing? Also, you can follow us at All Miniatures Great and Small on Facebook. There you can see what we're up to, upcoming battle reports or videos, and if you just want to chat, we love hearing from you. As always though, thanks for watching, and keep on wargaming.